let's make sure we got that going. It says we're recording. It says we are live. I'm checking the stream make sure that's the case. Yep, we're good. There we are. We are live. Biggity bang, smoke a bowl. All right, cool.
You can't talk about drugs.
What?
This is a Christian Minecraft server.
No, like a ceramic bowl. It's just beautiful.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Put it in your smoker so it's ready for the chips.
A bowl of blueberry. Is that just as verboten?
Gross. Justin's not here.
What? What he's got to count the boobs? Is that the deal?
Justin's verboten.
Justin's verboten.
Justin's all for voting. Go vote.
All right. Well, let's get this thing rolling so we can get out of here on time and have some lunch and enjoy this 70-degree day.
Whoop, whoop.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play, what do we play, guys? Call of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm. I thought this was Parcheesi.
Parcheesi, a sci-fi horror role-playing game.
Boggle.
Your investigators of the unknown are Brian as
in a world.
Jack.
Oh, you, and then in a world where little girls are trapped in the spirit world.
Recently released on Netflix.
Settle down,
Gabe as Roy.
I think of my story as more of a comedy than an action.
And Matt as Rocky.
Well, they don't make malevolent possessed sewing machines like they used to. Shame.
All right, welcome back, players. How is everybody doing this morning? I know we're drinking some coffee and chai teas.
I am. How does it work?
That's my fifth shot of this morning. Want to be up for this? Brian,
everybody.
What?
No, a ceramic bowl of blueberry. You're smoking.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta pass that shit around.
No, that's in the bathroom.
Pass them.
No, you gotta pass the blueberry, man. I'm waiting over here.
Welcome to the podcast. We're all 12.
Yeah, it's true.
Excuse me,
13.
12 and a half.
There are too many 12-year-olds that are able to eat blueberry.
They can't buy it. Crocy. Thanks, Crocy. Roll for sewing machine counterattack. Ooh, God, I didn't even think about that. Well,
no.
God damn it. Stop giving him ideas.
That's actually a really good idea.
Stop giving him ideas. You're making this worse.
All right. Listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond on our website at lovecrafttapes.com. And we do have a couple new letters to read.
Awesome.
Very nice. From Sasha. They say, hello there. I'm new to the podcast and starting to listen. I wanted to ask you guys if you plan on writing a scenario based on your games for keepers that would like to play your adventures with their own players. If you already do, where can we get it? I wish you good health in these trying times. So, Sasha, thank you very much for that well wishes.
Thank you.
And so we do have, I would say about half of the adventures we run, the scenarios we run are canned, purchased scenarios. At least the early ones are. I've only recently, over the last half of the cases, have started to use my own. And those are available to a certain extent on our Patreon. So at a certain level, you get access to those, to a Google Doc folder that has those scenarios in them. I am still compiling some of them. So what I do is when I run the scenarios for these gentlemen, I sort of tailor make it for their actions as we go along. So I'm writing constantly each episode, each tape, and it may change the overall outcome or structure of the scenario. But what I tried to do with this one in particular was to make it pretty well set from the get-go so that it could be compartmentalized and shipped off to anybody who wanted to run it separately. So that one will come to those Patreon members much more quickly in a much more condensed format that they can hopefully use in their own investigations. So,
if it's so condensed, how are they going to see it?
You just add water.
Oh,
yeah, you just stir it up.
I didn't think of that.
Medium high heat, little can of water, Just stir it up.
It's like those
So it's-
dehydrated water pills you use. You
Yeah,
just add water.
I was just gonna
Same
say.
diff.
Yeah, or my bile soup.
Yep.
All right. And then just yesterday, we got a nice letter from Therese, or Teresa, who says, "Hello. I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate your podcast. I've been through a lot this past year, and whenever I have been able to, I have been listening to you guys play. The DM is doing a great job, and the players make me laugh a lot. It's my favorite role-playing podcast, and I am so damn happy that I still have episodes left to listen to. Keep up the good work, and may Cthulhu slowly cast you into madness."
I thank you, Therese.
We're already there.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Most of us
much.
are.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Therese,
I've
I've been
appreciate
mad
that.
for a while.
That's true.
I'm glad that we
Angry.
can provide at least a little bit of entertainment and
Yes.
comfort in
Yes.
these terrible, terrible times, which are going to get better. So hang in there, gang. All right. This show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. And I think we do have some people to thank. So let's get that on. I'm going to bring that up on Patreon.
Let's get it on.
Thanks via podcast. There we go. And I'm going to see if I can actually...
Please stand by.
Okay, there we go. Boom, boom. Yeah,
You're supposed to hum.
for some reason I can't really sort these by the people who should be thanked first. So it just sort of I don't really like Patreon. Some of their stuff is pretty crappy. So we're just going to get into it.
Join our Patreon, everybody.
Yes.
Pretty
All
crappy.
right. So thank you guys. Exactly. Thank you guys. We're going to start off by thanking Muological, Gaming, Narrations, and More. They just joined on October 31st, which was great. Thank you.
Nice.
Meowgical. I think that's how you pronounce that. The Demir Lobotomist, Atulia, hey. Jordy Rose, Barry Robeson, Kyle Sherman, Dakota Smith, Amanda Power, Chris Parker, Jefferson Bell, Elizabeth Grieve, our favorite, Madeline Turnipseed, Brittany Davis, gotta get that into
Our favorite.
our extra favorite, Olda Polkert,
Our favorite.
Phil Dickinson, Lobster Johnson, Brownie Davis, keep cooking, Brownie, Dom Driver, Liz Moonberry, Jeremy Griffith, Ryan Perry, Robert Jameson, Frank Delventhal, Stephen Gregory, Daniel Hissey, Shosuro Aho. I got that wrong. Shosuro Ajo. You just joined the Discord, so welcome.
Nice.
Daniel Caprone, David Winterman, John May. You know where we live up there in Michigan.
He's all right.
Eric Zane, Mal, Marty Dixon, Wouter Ramayan, Wild Pants. Yeah, that sounds so awesome. From Australia. Davinia Von Zarevich, Malambra57, Nathan Crow, Yog, Eric Phillips, Boston Harbor Horror, Snow, Mitch L., Eric Setterberg, Gregory Schmucker, Hoser_21, Holden Omans, Alexandra Kruska, Jeffrey Young, Phil Campbell, Ba Tran, Bifford, John Kono... Oh, I'm going to screw this one up. John Konopasic, A.E. Jonesy, a.k.a. Grave Jones. I just love doing that, a.k.a. John Embray, Andrew Petty, Ineptus the Stardust, A.J. Ake, Justin Levesque.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy. Who's that guy? Manic Bee Media, Tien Tai, and of course, Rolling Boxcars. All right. That is our
Thank you.
62 Patreon supporters. 61, actually.
Thanks to everybody.
I actually said them all.
You're
That's pretty
welcome.
All right.
No, not you. Everyone but you.
What a great error I've made. All right. So before we begin, we do need to take a quick commercial break.
Every time.
So let's roll a sweet D100. I got a 57. Gabe got a 70.
I can't find the sweet D100.
That isn't. It's sour. Brian got a 3, so you know who the patsy is here. And Matt.
I'm always the
So it's going to
patsy.
be Gabe and Brian, and Gabe is going to be the seller.
I would like
I thought
3,
his name was
please.
Brian. Who's this
And we're
patsy?
done.
Hey, you.
Who, Matt?
No, not Matt. I said you, as
Oh,
in like
Jeremy.
no, like you, like the guy, you.
Oh, like the goat?
Yeah, That's what I mean.
see. I goat see.
Hmm.
Yes,
What,
and
what is it?
Do you find yourself getting really tired all the time and then you're forced to record podcast episodes?
Always and forever.
Well, I can't help but notice that you mentioned goat. Well, that's really convenient because there's this new type of coffee that might be perfect for you.
Ooh.
So
I
what
love
we
coffee.
do is it's regular coffee, but then we put goat blood in it, and then just the horror and knowing what you're drinking wakes you up.
Ooh, I could see that. Now, do I add the blood in while I'm making the coffee, or does someone come by and just silently put it in and I don't notice?
We have 2 packs available right now. The first pack, which is cheaper, it comes with the goat blood on the side, and then you mix it in yourself to your leisure.
Mm.
And then we have our pre-made cans, the cold brew.
Do you have to shake it?
Oh no, it's pre-shook.
Oh, nice.
We use the nitro topper, so you'll get that cool effect.
Does it spray all over my face so it looks like I've murdered a small
We find that 1 in 1,000 cans does just splurt the blood out when that happens.
So what I hear you saying is there's still a chance.
Well, that wakes you up even more in our marketing's mind.
I like it. And how much are they per can? Because I love that cold brew.
The cold brew ones are $900 per can. The hot coffee ones are $3 per pack.
All right. So what's stopping me from getting the hot one and putting ice in it?
Well, then you have to do work, and we find that our consumers would rather pay ridiculously much more money than do any amount of work.
That's true. Does it have a cool logo?
Yeah. So what we did is we made the non-cold one as boring of a logo as we possibly could, and then we put the cold brew cans have these awesome designs on them.
Nice. Now, do I order from a website or can I go to a special place to get them?
We have so they're like lemonade stands, but they're coffee stands. We have kids running them around the city, so you just got to find one of those.
How do I catch them if they're running?
Well, it's a game, you know. Our marketing team's going really hard on this. The game of catching them really adds to the
helping you
adds
wake
to the
up. I get
desire.
it. You guys are brilliant marketers.
I know
really
that's
like it.
not our product is bad. I mean, our product is great, but our marketing, that's
Got
what
a
we're
product
really
with
relying
ads?
on.
Well, that
So,
sounds good. I'm
next
going to
time
go
you
find
need
one
to
now. I'll
wake
talk to
up.
you later.
Just drink some goat blood.
all right, and we're back. What'd you guys think of that product and or service?
I feel personally attacked right now. Just right here, personally attacked.
Well, I didn't want to say anything, but I like to attack you.
Stop putting tax on my chair, Brian. It's
Well,
not funny.
I can't help it. That product
It's not
really helped
funny.
me see the direct vision into putting the tack on your seat.
What is this? The third grade? You stopping at tax?
Yes, you were a third
Gabe,
grade teacher, you psycho.
Gabe, help me out here. We're what? At least fifth grade. We should be using what, like stainless steel nails at this point.
Matt, Gabe,
So I
spent
do
that
math
for
at
years.
a second grade level, but I do reading at a 5th grade level, so I don't know where that puts me.
Whoop whoop.
Well, you guys make some good points, but I've heard that that product and or service is available in convenient 6-packs or 55-gallon drums, but I'm not really sure if I want to commit to that much. I mean, what if it gives me hives? Or gives other people hives if they rub against me in the elevator? Or what if it all goes bad in the cupboard and then I'm left with a bunch of expired product and or service? Can you recycle it? Does it stink horrendously and then you have trouble selling your house? And what's it made of? Are there any animal byproducts in it? Is it tested on llamas? So many questions. No, I think I'll stick with the trial size for now. And if I end up with toxic shock, well, lesson learned.
It's true. Llama beans.
Now, dear investigators, we continue. Case 11, Haunted Heart. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. Our Delta Green investigators continue their exploration of the Pomance, splitting up the party in order to cover more ground in their quest to discover the whereabouts of the missing girls before time runs out. Jack and Danny hunt for spirits in the reception room with a laser grid, where the not quite right visage of a shadowy figure confronts them. Roy follows a ghostly child's voice to the billiard room, where he attempts to sober up, but manages to uncover another page of the journal. Meanwhile, Rocky and Ricky stalk upstairs to encounter more supernatural phenomena of a poltergeist who may not want them to find more of Poe's diary pages. The team will need to move quickly if they expect to outwit their unseen antagonizers and find the girls in time. All right, give me 2 seconds. I got to do one quick thing here.
Guys, the girls are in time. We just need to find the time and we can get them out.
Waxworks 2, it's about time.
They're in the clocks.
They might be,
the
actually.
clocks.
That might be the gateway.
All right, boom.
Royo with big brain on Roy.
All right,
The files are inside the computer.
exactly. Here we go. Rocky, you gaze down at the remnants of the shattered sewing machine and feel a livid fury rising up inside of you, your hand clenched around the butt of your revolver. You haven't been this angry since what happened in Prague, but you don't like to think about Prague, do you? This ghost wants to play games? You'll show it games. Just then, a hand falls on your shoulder. You turn to see Ricky standing close, looking deeply into your eyes with a questioning concern. Rocky, are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine.
What happened?
Well, you see, it's related to this incident about a grandma's sewing corner out in Prague, and I really don't like to talk about that. Either grandma's or Prague, really.
Yeah, I totally understand. I mean, I really hate my grandma too. She sucks. What happened in here? Oh my God, is that one of the pages? What happened to it? Did you rip it up?
Well, no, it was one of the pages, and then the sewing machine turned on, and it kind of unraveled itself.
Oh, okay. That seems
Somebody
a little strange.
somebody had apparently taken the time to use the page as a pattern and stitched all the letters into the page, and then left the thread attached to the sewing machine. So the next time it turned on, it pulled the thread, and everything went doo-doo-doo, and it just kind of fell apart. It was a whole thing.
Doodle-doo.
Well,
Made the window shut down noise.
I'm gonna need Rocky to make a roll here, and
I'm going to need you to tell me which one, otherwise I'm just going to pick what I want and roll.
Well, I'm gonna take a peek here. Why don't you go ahead and give me a psychology roll, please?
I needed an 80. I rolled a 20. That's a hard success.
Very nice. So you can tell as she's speaking with you and sort of relating to you about, shitty grandmothers, you feel your rage begin to quell. It's almost as if she is talking you off a ledge in a way. And so you're feeling a bit more in control of yourself. And feeling her presence is...
It's not a couple more bullets, and there's still more sewing machines in this room, so they're in trouble.
They run away.
You get back here!
Well, is there anything else in this room? I mean...
Not really. The thread that we found in the other room led into here and was attached to that page, which is now utterly useless to us.
Well, I do have some good news. I found the attic.
Oh. Well, this should be exciting. Shall we go see what kind of secrets are lurking upstairs?
Okay, but would you mind putting away the firearm? I don't think we're going to need that against ghosts.
Your arm's on fire.
No, these are holy bullets blessed by the Pope out in the Vatican himself. They actually work on ghosts. It's
Put that in your inventory.
Are they ghost bullets or bullet ghosts?
These are bullets that shoot smaller ghosts that attack larger ghosts.
All right. Well, it's just around the corner here. These stairs lead straight up.
Ooh.
Now tell me, don't you bear me down? And so she, let's see if I got a description for this guy. Hang on a sec.
Probably not.
Probably not. The stairs were elevated.
Wow.
It's an
So
escalator.
vivid. I feel like I'm there right now. Like that was just incredible.
You are. I see you on the map.
The incredible edible stairs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, gotta find that one. Loading.
Made from white chocolate, though.
Okay. The stairs lead up sharply, then abruptly end at a wall. Above is a trapdoor missing its pull rope.
Well, better go home.
She's like, Rocky, do you have anything that we can pull that up? I mean, it's about 10 feet in the air. Damn these tall ceilings.
I really thought the older architecture had smaller ceilings, but I guess not. So we're gonna need something to get up there, and then we're gonna need something to open that door with.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Do you remember seeing a ladder or anything?
Well, I mean, there is one room off to the side here we haven't checked. We might get lucky.
Hey.
Well, after you.
I mean, finding a ladder.
All right, and we'll have you opening up the door to that room just to the east of the hallway with the stairways leading up, and we'll switch back to the other guys.
Oh, I want to see what's in that room.
You will eventually.
It's a ladder.
It's a ladder. It's a
ladder.
room of ladders.
A room? Yeah, this is where they keep their collection of antique ladders.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's ladder madness, guys.
Ladder, man. It shoots and ladders. Oh no!
There's no shoes, it's just ladders.
Jack and Roy. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I gotta get back into the mood here. Jack and Roy. You gaze down at the laptop with horror, feeling as if this mundane object of technology has somehow become haunted as well. Those girls' voices seemingly responded directly to the question asked on the EVP recorder. Danny stands close, watching each of you intently, her eyes shining with excitement and a look of expectancy on her face. What do you think, guys? Time to break out the big guns? She steps aside and points to one of the billiard tables where she's placed a thin box that says Ouija, and on top of that, a thick book next to a bundle of writing implements.
I'm sorry, but I'm the only one with the ghost bullets here. Nobody is pulling out any gun but me. I just want to get that straight.
Well, I'm always one that's okay with pulling guns out, so why would I change now?
We have to do whatever we can to save these girls. We know they're here now. I'm going to go over to the pool table. I will show you.
Un momento. Sorry, guys. I got just one little thing to take care of here.
He's filing his taxes.
Now I'm blocking somebody on Twitch.
And submit. Thank you, TurboTax. Hashtag not sponsored.
What'd they say?
Sponsor
Make it
us.
so
Oh, wait,
everyone
no.
knows.
TurboTax is a really shitty company. We really don't
Hey,
want to be sponsored by them.
hey, they're
Hey,
great.
Matt, I'm trying to work there, so
Sorry, guys. Yeah, someone posted on the chat and Twitch. In search of followers, primes, and views? Come on, bigfollows.com.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Legit.
yeah. Might need to set up a couple of extra mods in Twitch chat.
Yeah, right.
Although, on hand, guys, this is a historic moment. Our Twitch stream is now big enough that we're getting bots. Okay, this is big. This is big news, guys.
Yeah, it is. All right. I'm sorry, guys. So Jack and Roy, you guys do what you're going to do.
All right, I'm moved over to the pool table.
Yeah, I'll follow with my gun drawn.
Okay, great. So yeah, you can see on the table that she has set up an Ouija board and a spirit writing kit. So
Okay.
just a book with pages and
What?
and
I
a
know.
bunch of writing implements. So she's like, "Do you guys have a preference?"
Roy likes to draw guns.
Well, I mean, the ghost book is going to drop your sanity less. You ask a question on that Ouija board, and it answers. It's like 40% of your sanity just gone instantly.
All right,
Unless
cool.
it's a demon, in which case you won't lose any sanity.
I'm doing the Ouija board, and you are not here.
I am not doing the Ouija board.
What about the Luigi board?
I will do the Luigi board.
There we go.
Nice.
It's me, Luigi.
You know what? I lied. I'm going to do it because I feel like it wouldn't make sense for me to not do it.
True, because you're not scared of it, you know?
Yeah.
All right, move your marker over, Roy, and put it right on top of me.
I'm going to move it with the gun, though.
So it sounds to me like you guys want to do the Ouija board.
That's right, Danny.
That's right, Danny.
Oh, okay. Well, I think we need to have a little mood lighting. So let me run and get some candles. How about if you meet me in this room over here? We haven't checked out yet.
Oh, going to a brand new room we haven't been in yet. See the smiling demon? Okay.
According to my map, this is basically the only thing that we haven't done down here. So we might as well knock it out, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
me
put on some
thinking.
Depeche
Delta
Mode.
Green thoughts here.
Delta Green thoughts. All right, so I'm going to move to that room and step in.
All right. So we'll go ahead and reveal that for you. Polygon reveal.
And there's a big pot of curry, so I just step in curry. Anybody? No? Anybody? All right.
Polygon reveal. There you go.
Reveal.
Boom. And here we go with the description. The whiff of whiskey still lingers here. Two glass-faced cabinets flanking the northern door must have once displayed a collection of liquor bottles. But a single shot glass is all that was left inside. 4 high-backed leather chairs sit in a half ring around the dark fireplace. On the mantel is a dented brass trophy cup of some kind, the engraving scratched away. The window to the south that peers out to the terrace is chipped in one corner but still seems solid. And Danny goes back to the vestibule lobby area to grab some candles and has handed Jack the Ouija board box.
Mm-hmm.
So what would
By
you guys like to
Mattel.
do? So clearly this is the den. It's about 13 by 13. Fireplace is in the west wall, and the window is in the south wall, as I said. So what would you guys like to do?
I am going to look for the flattest surface, probably right in front of the fireplace, I would assume.
Actually, yeah, there is. You can do a couple different ways.
Okay.
The 4 back chairs are in a semicircle in front of the fireplace, and you can easily find like a little end table that you could set it up on and arrange the chairs around if you like.
Let's do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Cool.
I just assumed the flattest surface was going to be Brian's chest, but you know.
That's true.
True. Okay, so Jack is starting to set up where the Ouija board's going to go. Roy, would you like to do anything while he's doing that?
Do it,
I'll
Roy.
inspect around the room, see if I can find any pages or whatever.
Gotcha. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden, please.
I needed a 75. I got a 29. That's a hard.
All right. So let's see what we got here. I gotta just grab the right thing. And I'm going to need each of you to roll D100, please.
I can't. I'm smacking my head.
Don't do it.
Oh, I got a 78.
I got a 99.
All right. That's fine.
What do you mean no?
So Jack is setting up the area, and Roy is looking around by the... you're really interested in that trophy, for instance, and kind of looking at it and checking it out. It appears to be some sort of riding trophy, like riding horses. You assume so. There's the engraving is actually scratched out, but it's still a model. It's only a model of someone riding a horse, and the horse is rearing up as if it were jumping some sort of obstacle. And you pick it up to look at it, and as you're examining it very closely, you see on the bottom shelf of that same bookcase just the tiny corner of another journal page.
Sweet.
And it appears that it's sort of in a crack.
I love crack.
As if it were somehow part of and tucked behind the bookcase frame. But it kind of doesn't make sense to you. It's almost as if it would have to go through the bookcase and up behind it, but the bookcase is sort of adhered to the wall, like part of the wall almost. So it kind of doesn't make sense. But you see a corner of it. You could probably grab it and pull it if you want.
Do it.
Yeah, I'll pull it out.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait.
Good.
Zip it up.
Dun,
Zip it
dun,
up.
toss that crack like a salad, buddy.
All right, so I will reveal to you the next page in the diary, which you get to read. And, probably you'll figure out that this is a step forward in time with a peculiar gap.
Reading is for suckers.
Well, this is from way in the past, not from the future. I am back in the damnable house. I'm not sure how or why. It has changed, however, from when I left it. Some rooms are restored back to their original luster, and others they are strange. I have tried to leave, but the doors are impenetrable, the windows unbreakable. When I look outside, I see nothing but stars in every direction. No earth, only night sky, heaven and hell. Am I alive? I can hear something moving upstairs, something big. I need to hide.
And this is dated October 30th, 1993.
Really weird that he just stopped writing for 20 years like that.
Guys, that was just, there's nothing to worry about. That was just a Devil's Night prank.
Yeah, nothing happened in 1983. Don't even think about it.
So that's what you find, and Danny comes back into the room. She's like, "Oh, what did you find? Another page?"
Yeah, I found another page.
Oh, I heard you guys are talking about Jack being the bloodhound, but I kind of think you're the guy. You got a little dog
I'm
in
better
you?
than Jack.
The goat bloodhound.
Callbacks to something that will never appear in the podcast.
I mean, it will if you're a Patreon. So if you're on a patron of our Patreon, you'll understand that joke.
Patreon.
That's a joke
Words!
for the live crowd.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just give you 2 seconds here. I want to reveal.
Put a star where we found it.
Exactly right. You got it, buddy.
Good.
So I'm going to put that on the map. And that's that. So there we go. And we're going to go back to objects and tokens.
The stars form a shape.
And yeah. And so
It's a pentagram.
Jack has the Ouija board all set up.
Yep.
And Danny's like, okay, so what we need to do is, this is called the planchette. So just lightly touch it with your fingertips. And then
I
we'll
thought a
ask
planchette was those banana things from the south that aren't bananas.
That's a plantain.
Plantain.
Oh.
That's a plantain chat.
It's the guy who owns it. Chet.
Damn it, Chet.
And we ask it questions and see what it gives us.
Cool.
What are tomorrow's winning lottery numbers?
Roy, have you ever run one of these before?
I've seen them ran. Some of the local girls at, when I was younger, used to play around with
Hey,
them.
what?
The 4-H club would have regular sessions.
Sacrifice
Girl
the pig.
Scouts, the brownies. All right. So a couple things, guys, a little housekeeping. So you will notice that in the, I hope you notice, in the investigator logbook in Roll20, I've added a sand counter. Okay.
Yes.
And so what I'm doing here is I'm tracking how much you've lost this scenario and what percentage that is. If you lose 5 or more in one roll, obviously, then there's going to be issues. If you lost 20% in one day / session scenario, which is going to basically encompass the scenario.
This whole thing.
So currently we have Jack at 3%, Roy at 5%, and Rocky at 2%. These are losses.
Does that mean I'm winning or losing? Is this what you call? Do I want more or less?
You're in good stead right now. I think you're doing okay. So, and I noticed, I did notice in Rocky's, as I was reviewing the sanity numbers, I modified your sanity because I think what happened is maybe either during the development phase when you regain sanity, something got changed, so your middle one was actually higher than the one on the far right. So I swapped those two so that it actually represents the middle one is where you're currently standing. The one on the far right is where you began at the beginning of the scenario, and so you've lost 1. I think we're good at this point. Just FYI. So that is housekeeping. And so what you're going to do basically is we're going to do the same thing we did last time. Jack, you get 1 question.
Okay.
Gabe, you get 1 question. I'm sorry, Roy gets 1 question. So think about your questions, what you want to ask, and then Danny will follow up with a third. And
Does she love me?
this is going to be a little bit different. So as you know, the ghost hunting methods, this is going to be an occult roll. And I know you guys probably aren't great in occult, but there we have it. So we're going to see what happens.
I have 5.
Yeah. Yeah, occult's not great for everybody.
I also have 5.
I imagine Jack.
So I'm excited to lose sanity.
Write my questions.
Yeah, that's fine.
Occults.
And you get 1 question, just FYI.
Occults.
You're
I
at
have
41, so Jack is
41.
actually very good at this, potentially.
Well,
Freak.
So who wants to go first?
if it was grades, I'd have an E.
Damn, Chet.
So real good at it.
I blame Chet for our lack of occult.
Since I set up the table and everything, I'm already sitting. I'm ready to go.
All right.
My first question.
Mm-hmm.
Are all the girls in this house?
Ooh.
I needed a 41. I rolled a 21. That's a success.
So for a moment, nothing happens. All 3 of you are touching the planchette with your fingertips, and 15 seconds goes by.
I flipped the board.
Game over,
This thing
bitch!
sucks. I hate it. Who made up these rules?
I want to go back to playing Monopoly.
Give me the instructions. I'm going to read the instructions.
Nice.
No, nobody reads the instructions. Come on.
And
You're not here.
so and then you feel this vibration, and you look at one another as if, are you moving it? And you see this smile creep up on Danny's face. She seems like she's really excited now. And slowly the planchette begins to move in circular motion around the board. And you're just barely touching it. You can tell that nobody is physically moving it. There's something else going on here.
Ooh.
And then it rests on yes.
Okay. So where are they at? Can you help me find them? I need to come out of the house.
Roy.
All right. Do I roll first and then ask?
Ask it. And then roll.
What is keeping you here? Oh, that's close too. I need a 5. I got a 17.
Man, luck.
No.
I know me either.
So you ask the question, and again, the planchette begins to move around, and then it drifts to the edge of the board and falls off.
Oh, snap. Out of batteries.
Danny goes, "Oh, sorry, Roy. I guess that bloodhound thing just isn't working for you right now. Here, let me try. And she picks up the planchette and puts it back on the board. Okay, guys, really concentrate this time, all right?
Constipate.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes, Roy.
And I'll do like the peeking thing.
Peeping duck?
And you can see Danny just sort of smiling and watching you with one eye and one eye closed while Jack's completely closed eyes. And so she says, Is Eldritch Poe still in this house?
There's some Poes in this house.
And then the planchette begins to move again, slowly, but then becoming faster and faster until you feel as though your arms are part of a gear mechanism, just moving this thing in fast circles.
It explodes.
It explodes. Your arms explode, but the planchette keeps
This
moving.
word was made by Michael Bay. That explains a lot.
And the planchette comes to rest on no.
Oh.
And the three of you look at one another and take your hands off the planchette. And by itself, it moves to yes.
I don't like
Well,
it.
make up your mind.
What do you guys?
Yes or is it no?
What do you guys think of that? That's a little weird.
I think we need to keep going. Let's get as much information as we can. How insane am I?
I
Very.
I don't think you're very insane at all. But we've had one success on the Ouija board, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
So is Eldritch Poe here? Do you think? It said no and then yes.
I have a feeling that there's more than one spirit that we're accessing. One spirit when we're touching, and one spirit when we're not.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Let's do an experiment. I'm going to ask a question. Nobody touch it.
Okay.
Or the plantain.
What about
That's
Chet,
mine.
though?
I'm hungry.
Chet,
You can touch-
lay off
you
the
can touch
plantains,
Chet.
would you?
All right, so I'm going to lean in, but not touch anything on the board,
Mm-hmm.
and say,
Can the girls leave with us?
Go ahead and roll.
I needed a 41. I rolled a 48. That's a fail. I have no luck to spend.
And the
Push
planchette.
that. Roll.
All right, I will put no.
No. So yeah, the planchette remains still.
Okay. I look over at Roy.
You try it. Let's give it one more try.
All right. I'll ask out. Would you be hold on, let me think of a better way to word this.
Do you have pizza?
Do you like me? Yes
What
or no?
is your room?
Cootie catcher?
Are you stuck here or can you leave?
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, I'll spend the luck. I needed a 5. I got an 8.
Don't
I'll spend
bother.
that.
Don't bother, Roy. It was going to require an extreme.
Extreme.
But if I spend 4 luck, that's an extreme.
True.
Well, yeah. So hard is half. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, so hard. I guess it'd be a 3 if you're rounding up.
Yeah, an extreme would be
It'd have to be a 1 in this case, wouldn't it?
yeah.
So you have to spend
So you'd
7.
have to
No,
spend
I'm not
7
spending
luck.
the luck.
Yeah, I just wanted to warn you that would be. So you asked this question, and you're staring intently at the planchette, and the
Magnifying glass.
glass set into it cracks.
I love crack.
And Danny
Like-
goes, well, guess that's the end of that.
Is the glass is cracked?
That's what you get for buying a Ouija board at the corner store for $1.95.
It says Mattel on it in the upper right
Milton
corner.
Bradley. Oh, shit.
Sponsor us, Milton Bradley.
Harry-Barbana.
Sponsor us, shit.
Harry Banana.
It is a plantain.
Harry Banana, new from Milton Bradley.
Oh, God.
You sucked my banana.
Dyslexia. We're poo.
All right, guys, what do you want to do now?
This is frustrating.
I know, but we've pretty much exhausted down here. Do you think we should head upstairs with the other guys?
I think we should.
And I'm going to pull Danny aside.
Ah,
And then that's it. Walk away.
My
Hold on, guys. Is
side.
napping off the table?
Huh?
You can nap on the table. It's fine.
Oh,
Okay, good.
We'll say Roy is slumping in his easy chair.
okay. I'm going to whisper to Danny.
Why don't you discreetly bring the doll?
Oh, I'm not sure I can do that to Roy.
What my plan is to separate Roy with Rocky, and maybe we can do this together. We need to find these girls. It doesn't. We have to do it.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's try that, Jack.
I'll talk to Roy and let him know our plan. I don't want to leave anything unturned here.
Okay. Well, okay, guys. Why don't you guys go ahead and catch up with Rocky and Ricky, and I'll follow just a couple minutes later.
Wink.
So as we go, I know you're probably going to switch it, but as we go, I'd like to talk to Roy about what my plan is. Whenever I can do that, just so you know.
Yeah, you do that whenever it's comfortable for you to do that. Meantime, how are you going to get up there?
Stairs.
Which stairs? There's an elevator, there's a back stairs, and there's a staircase hall.
I'd say we take the front stairs. We're right here.
Yep, you guys have never been around here, so yeah.
Take the front butt.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys will head up the staircase, and as you observed earlier from down below, the there is a nice chandelier there that has some electric lights in it. And as you walk up,
that is a nice chandelier that has some electric lights in it.
As you walk up the staircase hall, your footsteps resound, and we'll put you upstairs. I'm going to grab you and actually reveal
I'm
that
gonna
for
grab you.
Oh yeah, because we get to see the top of the.
Yes,
staircase.
you guys will get to see that.
It's just
so I'm
all
gonna reveal that
children
for you.
lining the walls.
You walk up to the top landing and everything goes dark. You can't see anything. You're totally blind.
All you hear is "We're children. We're children."
You already did that joke, B.
I know, but it was a good spot for it.
Once per decade, you could do that joke.
Once for good measure.
All right. Boom. There's a lot of doorways in this hallway that you're going to see. And then we'll cut back to Rocky and Ricky here.
When are we going to see that?
Snip, snip.
Un momento.
You won't.
I promise you're going to see it, guys. Just wait.
It's coming.
It's some of the best hallway I've ever
Hold
seen.
on, wait.
I've seen a lot of hallway.
I need to go into every door.
That's true.
You will. But right now we're putting you in the hallway.
Can I talk to Roy while you're doing all this?
Yeah, go ahead and have your conversation.
Okay.
Hey, Roy, come here a second.
Hey there, Jack.
Where'd you come from?
Hi there.
Jack, where'd you come from?
Look, when we find Rocky, I want you to go with him. Debrief him, see what he has found. I'm having Danny bring the doll. I don't want to take any chance in not saving these girls, but I don't want you to be near it.
That doll can't help you.
I agree. It might not be able to help us, but if we don't try, we'll never know if we can't save these girls.
He just wants to play with his dolly.
I will definitely leave you out of it, okay? So let's go find Rocky first off, and then you guys can keep exploring. And I'll hook up with Danny, and then we'll use the doll.
All right. Well, what kind of doll are you using? Hold on.
Not the one from downstairs, that's for sure. You gonna be okay, Roy?
I'll survive. Just keep it away from me.
I will. I promise.
Rocky!
All right, we'll leave you guys in the hallway. So during all that time, Rocky and Ricky have revealed another room.
Bum, bum, bum. Cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
Bum cheeks.
And I'm going to... Yeah, that's good enough. We'll do that. Here is your description of this sitting room. This sitting room once allowed the Poe family to gather privately and was probably a lively hub of activity. Now, however, there remains only an empty loneliness that excuse me. Only an empty loneliness that hangs like a pall. All of the furniture has been removed, so only a window bench seat remains next to the fireplace on the northern wall. Doors lead northeast, southwest, and southeast. And east was where you came in. So that's what you
Hi,
see.
I'm Paul.
I am Paul, and I'm everywhere. Go ahead and give me a D100, please.
Give it to him.
Okay, it's going to take me a while to drive across the state to give you a D100, though.
He wants the D, Matt.
I rolled a 43.
Nice. Thank you.
Only 26 away.
Not nice.
Not nice. All right. 43, you say. Okay. Sounds good. There. Okay. So, yeah, Ricky goes in and flips on the light switch and is like, well, this seems pretty plain.
This is probably something that the family just used for themselves. No need to impress guests up here, so I spend the money.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, do you want to check this place out? And I'll check out to the north there, because I'm pretty sure that leads to just over the sun parlor that I saw downstairs. You know, remember with the shrunken apple that looked like a head?
Yes.
My imagination
Yes.
going crazy.
Yes, just keep an eye out for any pages. We don't know how many bits and pieces that thing are still lying around.
Good point. And I promise I'll try not to scream this time. And if you promise to keep that gun in your pocket?
Unless there's a sewing machine around, I can't make that promise.
Understood. All right, and she takes off into that northern door. What would you like to do?
I'm going to thoroughly shake down this room, see if there's anything
Okay. Go ahead and
useful hidden around here.
give me a spot hidden.
Check
blades.
that room, all that room's pockets, if you're going to shake it down.
I needed a 60. I rolled a 53. That's a success.
Nice. All right, so she disappears into the northern door, and you're looking around. You're particularly interested in that bench seat next to the fireplace because it's just sort of, you know, you're wondering, okay, there's got to be some pages in here, and you flip it up, and for a moment you think, oh, that's a sewing machine, but no, there's nothing in there. Actually. It's a giant sewing machine. So yeah, it's completely empty. There's not even a spider web or anything inside. It's just dust. It just seems so unused, and so then you meander over towards the windows on the west wall, and you can see out. You get from up top here. You can actually see just through the windows that are glazed over and dusty and dirty and almost opaque. You can just barely make out the glimmer of moonlight on water through the Moon River on the Providence River, just not too far away. So it's just a pale shimmering light that you can see reflected. And you're kind of looking towards the door on the south west when you notice something out of the corner of your eye back towards where you came in.
It's Ricky standing in the doorway still.
It's a pink circle. It says Ricky sitting on the floor. Where... Oh, what do we have over here?
So you turn and see the light switch flip down by itself and the lights go out.
Well, that's rather rude. I'm still in the room.
Hey, Google.
And it triggered his phone.
And everybody else who listens.
That one's for you. And Apple people won't get that joke. It's okay.
What are you going to do in the dark there, buddy?
I'm going to take out my flashlight, walk over to
take
the
out his
light switch,
lotion.
and flip it up again.
And the lights come right back on.
Oop.
Although you do feel a little cold. It feels as if the temperature dropped within this area, this immediate area, about 10 degrees. You just get a little chill. Your nipples get hard.
Go cut that glass.
Something's afoot. And I'm going to immediately head over and check out the door in the southeast.
Okay. Can we reveal that for you? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. There you go. It is a closet. Quite clearly a very spacious closet.
Is there a ladder in this closet?
Give me a luck roll.
Yes.
Bitch.
Nope.
I needed a 46. I got a 94.
Sorry. You thought for sure this would be the closet that has all of the ladders, but unfortunately...
Where's the ladder collection?
Where's the ladder closet? Wasn't there a dollhouse in this place somewhere? They'll have a little ladder.
A little tiny ladder.
Oh.
So, yeah, nothing in here, and not even a end table or a chair that you could stand on that you could haul upstairs.
Uh-oh, that's disappointing. I'm going to walk across the room to the other door.
Okay. And you open it up, and as you might expect...
Is it another closet?
Ladders.
It's a bathroom.
Is it the ladder bath?
Afraid not. No.
Damn.
Ladder bathroom. It's the Church of the Latter-day Bathrooms.
I'd like to thank y'all for coming to the service of the Church of the Latter-day Bathrooms.
Pray to the porcelain god. So yeah, so far this just seems to be some residential space. Nothing too exciting about it.
Well, there goes that idea. I'm going to cross the room over to where I saw Ricky go in so I can catch up with her.
Okay. Polygon reveal.
Exciting stuff here, guys.
Right, exactly. Room by room. That's why I'm trying to accelerate it, because it's not great. Okay.
Wait,
Oh my god, where'd she go?
you don't like going room by room?
On warm evenings, one might have crept out onto the sleeping porch with a thin blanket to enjoy repose on a shade lounge chair and look out onto the night sky filled with starshine. The windows have been blocked with iron bars, perhaps in fear of falling. A stone bench still rests against the south wall, and two battered wooden chairs remain. And Ricky is standing... If I can actually get to the proper layer. Dun, dun, dun. She's actually standing at... Oh, come on, you son of a bitch. Boom. At
Can't talk to a girl like that.
At the
Smack.
northeast window. And she appears to be examining something on the window.
Turn your head and cough, bench.
She doesn't even hear you come into the door. She's standing
walk
stock
up
still.
behind her.
And she doesn't acknowledge your presence.
Is that an interesting window you have there? Or
She said, you can hear her whisper, tears.
no need to cry. It's only a joke.
And at that moment, she turns around. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were there. Look at this. And she points at the window. And at about 3 feet off of the floor, written in the dust on the window, are some childlike letters, and it says tears.
Ooh.
And why don't you roll me a D100, please?
15.
Oh no.
Directly behind you, you begin
Is
to
a
hear...
ladder.
It's a ladder.
Yay! It worked.
And it's alive and has teeth.
is the sound of a young girl crying, and the cries begin to fill the sleeping porch area. I'm going to need you to roll sanity. It's right behind you.
I needed a 67. I rolled a 97. That's a failure.
All right, you are going to take 1 sanity damage,
Oh no!
and I'm going to increase your counter.
That puts me at 66 instead of 67. It's devastating.
All right,
My
so
name's
you've
Matt.
lost 2. His name is Matt. How'd you know that?
Yeah, it's weird.
I never told you that.
And you started at 68, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to round up, and it's going to be 3% of your sanity loss so far. So your counter goes up, and go ahead and explain what you do.
Oh, I've never been that big of a fan of kids. I've always found them annoying, grubby little germ factories, and I really just don't like dealing with them at any and all costs possible. So, in the moment of just almost a resurgence of the rage against that sewing machine from earlier, I'm gonna grab whatever object is nearby, and I'm gonna swing around and I'm gonna chuck it at the source of the crying, and I'm gonna yell at the girl to shut the fuck up because I can't hear myself think.
Jesus Christ.
Woo! Okay. So you instinctively reach out and grab one of the chairs that is sort of... was that a burp? What was that?
No,
I don't know what that
Cleared
was.
my throat, sorry.
I was like, what?
Did you get it started?
No.
Exactly.
Oh.
So you reach out and grab at the Shea Lounge, but it's much too heavy to pick up and throw. So in fury, you grab the thin blanket that happens to be just in tatters and just barely held together. It's so threadbare. And you whip it at the source
Flip
of
it
the
real good.
at the source of the sound, the crying, and the blanket twirls in the air and drifts down, and you see the shape of a 3-foot tall person. It holds
I'm
for a
gonna grab-
moment, and then the blanket
I'm gonna-
goes poof.
Ah.
Dust settles to the ground, and you're both looking, mouths agape, at this blanket. And we'll switch back to Jack and Roy.
Watch out, Roy. It's a switchback.
What do you guys want to do? You're in the staircase hall. Finished up your conversation.
All right, Roy. I'm going to reiterate. Let's go find. Let's go find Rocky.
All right, let's go. As
I
much
heard
as I
the
don't want to
noise
see
is
that
over.
guy, I want to see the doll even less.
So the one thing that you know, Jack,
Mhm.
if you'll watch the map,
I'm watching it.
is the elevator was here.
I'm not getting a ping.
Let me make sure I'm on the right.
There you go. Yep, there you go.
Got it. Little delay.
I don't
It's a
know.
lift. Come
That was
on.
the lift, and then the rear hallway stairs are here. So
Okay.
that is the general direction that you would know they probably came up,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good. I was outside peeing. I don't know.
Yeah. Or Roy would.
Roy would, yeah. Roy's
Between
would.
the two of you.
All right, so I'm going to say, Roy, do you want to go find Rocky and I'll wait here for Danny? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll go
Be
look for
safe.
him.
Keep your eyes up.
All right. Roy, where are you going, buddy?
I'm gonna go to the lift.
He's going to jump over the railing back
All
down
right.
to the first
So
floor.
we're going to head to the lift. And Jack, you're just going to hang out there?
Yep, I'm going to wait for Danny.
Okay. All right.
Roll for surprise.
So we'll do Roy real quick here. So Roy, you head into that small hallway and see the lift. And why don't you go and roll me a D100, please?
Oh, spaghetti.
Don't roll a 15.
I got an 11.
11,
Okay, you're
nicely
safe.
done. Okay. All right. So let me just do one quick housekeeping thing here. Bum, bum, bum.
Should I fluff your pillows?
Right through.
Housekeeping.
I need more lemon flesh.
Lemon plage.
Hey, the lemon plage.
Okay.
Sorry, I only like l'orange plage.
No,
Lemon.
lemon plage.
Okay.
You tried the new plantain pledge?
Ooh. Harry Banana Pledge.
That's different.
Yeah, no, Harry Banana is Brian's stage name.
Right?
The Harry Banana
Exactly.
Pledge.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Let's do that. And then we'll do that. So you walk up to where you know the lift is, and you know that Ricky took it upstairs. And you walk up, and the doors are closed.
Uh-oh. So the doors of the lift are closed?
Yeah.
So I'll go up the stairs.
Down the stairs, you mean?
Yeah, down the stairs. Yeah, my bad.
Because you're upstairs currently. Okay. So you see the lift door is closed, and why don't you go ahead and give me an intelligence roll?
Because I'm not that smart.
A quote-unquote idea roll.
I need a 50. I got a 46. It's a success.
All right. So what that means to you is that the elevator is on the ground floor.
Oh. Then I'll press the button and make it come.
But it also doesn't make sense because you saw Ricky. You knew that they took the lift up. So why would it be back on the ground floor?
Danny.
But yet you push the button and you can hear it moving slowly up the shaft. You can hear it rattling inside.
Say that again, but slower.
And then there's a bit of a crunch, a mechanical crunch as it locks into place on your level. And the doors slowly begin to open.
Blood.
I'll
And then you
cautiously.
see Danny standing inside the elevator, holding a box, a familiar box that's about 3 foot tall. She's like, "Oh, Roy, I didn't expect to see you here. Where's Jack?"
And I'll sort of back away. He was
Here,
back.
hold the box. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Touch it. Touch it.
He's back that way.
Okay. I guess I'll go find him then. What are you doing?
I gotta go find Rocky. Get away from this place.
Okay. Okay. I gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing you ever do. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, I'll catch up with you in just a minute, I guess. And she runs out into the staircase hall.
And I'll take the stairs.
And are you going downstairs?
Yeah.
You know that Rocky and Ricky are upstairs, right?
Then I'm going upstairs.
You are upstairs.
Oh, then why was it being led to the lift and stairs?
So, because you knew that this is where they came up. So if you're looking for them, this is probably the area you would start looking for them. I was trying to dissuade Brian from metagaming and going straight to where Ricky and Rocky are.
Okay. I'll
you can
look
go
around.
loops.
I'll go into the
Getting portal.
chamber and look for them.
Chamber.
It's just a big chamber pot. You just walk it in feces.
All right, and you can move yourself, Roy. That's fine.
I'm walking in feces.
And it's real sticky.
Why is it so sticky?
All right, so you're back there. Why don't you go ahead and give me a D100, please, Roy?
Don't roll a 15.
24.
Okay, you're good.
All right. So,
Your face itches and you feel whiskers.
all right. Okay. So, yeah, you walk into this chamber, and again, this is your first time in here, but essentially it's a reading room. There's a bookcase, bench seat, blah 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 blah, and you don't see anybody on the first glance in the room.
But hold on. Reading room. I bet he has a journal in here.
All right, so you're gonna do a little search.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Go ahead.
Oh, I need a 75. I got a 3. That's an extreme.
Nicely done. So yeah, you're looking around. You're like, oh, look, check out this bookcase. This is pretty sweet. There's got to be something in here. And you're looking, and as you're searching through the bench seat and the bookcase that's right above it, you begin to hear this sound. It's very faint at first, and you kind of think, oh, it's just something. Maybe one of the guys is doing something. Jack and Danny are up to something with that stupid doll. Because it does sound a little, I don't know, childlike. But then it becomes more and more apparent, more noticeable. It sounds like a familiar tune.
Sound?
It's just the music, as if it was a music box.
It's Night Fever by the Beatles.
It's Saturday Night Fever. Yeah. It is Twinkle,
Shaving
Twinkle,
a
Little
haircut.
Star.
2 bits.
And it's becoming more loud the more you notice it. And it appears to be coming from a door in the west wall.
I'll open that door and follow the noise.
So you
Don't
creep
do
up
that.
to the
Gun drawn.
Gun drawn. Mm-hmm. And as you get closer to the door, the song plays slower and slower. And you
I'll
open the door. Yeah, nice. You open the door slowly. Inside is complete blackness. And as soon as you open the door fully, silence. The music stops playing.
It was silence. That was good.
And I'll sort of brush my hand at the darkness.
And as you get closer and brush your hand to the darkness, you hear a voice shout directly in your face. The stars are right! And I need you to roll for sanity, please.
I don't
See, I think the
wanna.
stars are an even mix
I've
of left
lost
and
so
right.
much. I don't wanna.
Oh,
You can't spend luck on sanity, can
No.
you? I need a
Push
60. I got a
that
61.
roll.
It was a 90 because then you're like, well, I had no chance.
So you will take 1 sanity damage. I'll go ahead and update your sand
For
counter.
every breath you
update
take.
your thing there. So that is 4 you've taken. And what is that number on the right?
On the right, 91. Or all the way on the right, 63.
Yep, that's the one. So 4 of 63. You are currently standing at, if we round up, about 7%. If we round up. Which we'll do.
Only communists round up.
All right, so go ahead and explain how you react to this.
I'll fall down onto the ground with my hand still in the darkness, feeling like I can't get it out.
Jazz hands.
Where I'm at, and my arm is stuck in the doorway, and I'm on the ground just writhing around, attempting to pull it out without being able to.
Use your other hand to pull it out.
I'm insane. I can't.
Insane in the membrane.
It's just an involuntary reaction. You're okay, but yeah. So we'll leave you there. I like that quite a lot. That's good. So let's go back to Rocky and Ricky.
Rocky.
Did you see that, Rock? Do you mind if I call you Rock?
I saw that. Did you see that?
The
I
Rock.
definitely saw that.
Dwayne Johnson. Did you see that?
Can you smell what I'm cooking?
Yeah, stop. Oof. Cabbage.
I'm feeling like things...
Cabbage and plantains.
Ooh. Ooh. I'm feeling like things are starting to escalate. I'm a little worried for the girls.
Yes, I have a feeling as we get closer to whatever witching hour they have, things might get a wee bit more interesting, if you wish to put it that way.
Oh, you make a good point. Let me check the... Oh my God, it's 2:30 in the morning?
What? How could it be 2:30 in the morning
That
already?
makes no sense. She taps her digital watch.
Casio. Oh,
Oh, shit.
2 plus 2,
Maybe it's
5.
broken.
Fuck, that's what's wrong.
Check your phone. Check your phone.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and see what time it says it is.
Why don't you give me a luck roll?
Because that didn't work so well last time. It didn't work this time either. I needed a 46. I rolled an 86.
did you bring
So
your
you
I'm
own
gonna spend the luck.
You pull out your phone and it's gone dead. You try the on-off button a couple times and it's not coming on.
You see, this is why people need to go back to analog watches. They don't have this problem.
Yeah, that is very strange.
You got up in the morning, you wound the watch, it worked. There's no fuss with it. Kids and their technology these days.
Well, what do you want to do? I mean, this is we probably need to press on if we're going to get this thing done
cold press on?
in under 12 cases or 12 episodes.
Yes, well, I'm assuming the little girl we saw in here was the same one that turned the lights off in the other room when I was still in it.
What happened?
I was in the sitting room over there. The lights turned off, and I went over to turn the switch back on, and it was, I'd say, roughly 5 to 10 degrees colder at the light switch than it was in the rest of the room.
Ooh. Well, I did happen to bring
A heater.
a heat. Yeah, so you'll be
Some of those
fully-
little hand warmers that
you'll
you
be
put in your
perfectly
pockets,
fine.
and
Hand warmers.
I do have a thermal cam, if we think that might be help to detect something.
considering what we just saw, it might be worth sweeping both the sleeping porch and the sitting room here.
Okay, well, here, why don't you do that? She hands you the handheld thermal cam. Just
Because I have terrible stats.
oh, hey Google, stop listening. Weird. I must have said something at dinner. Anyways, so she hands you the handheld thermal cam and says, "Well, since you experienced it, I think it makes sense that you might be most attuned to it. So give it
All
a
right.
try, and I will meet you to the south. You said there was a bathroom through that sitting room?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure there was a door of some sort on the other side. I didn't much bother to look any farther past that.
All right. Well, why don't you finish up in here, do a quick sweep. I'll just go take a quick peek to that south, and we'll meet back in the staircase hall.
Yes, as soon as we're done here.
Okay.
We still have to figure out how to get into that attic, though.
Yeah, we might need those guys' help too. But I'll keep an eye out for any ladder rooms.
That'd be lovely, thank you.
Okay. All right. Good luck. And she heads off south.
Luck is something that I don't have today.
Who are you talking to?
So the handheld thermal cam is essentially what you think it is. You just basically point and
Shoot.
and point and shoot. But it's got a little viewfinder on it that will also show any sort of cold spots.
It's a FLIR camera. Oh.
Yeah. But it also has a thermometer laser on it too, so you can also get the reading. So it's got both. Where would you like to test first?
So I'm going to back into the doorway between the two rooms, and I'm going to point the camera at the blanket that is now sitting on the ground where the little person shape was.
Nice. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a spot hidden, please.
There it is.
Yeah.
Good job.
I needed a 60. I rolled a 56. That's a success.
Okay, great. So yeah, you pointed at the blanket where you saw the form of possibly a child of some sort, you're
Might
not
have been a
getting
small person.
a small.
Can't
Could be a
assume.
small person. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the blanket itself is ambient temperature. There's nothing unusual about it.
I'm gonna spin around and point it at the light switch
Okay.
on the wall where I felt the cold spot.
Yeah, it is. You pointed at the light switch, and you do see this aura of slightly colder air, but it's actually becoming more and more ambient as you point it.
You're heating it up with the laser.
Quit it!
Oh God!
You killed one of them, you bastard.
What are you, a stormtrooper? And so you're getting the idea that whatever was there has receded.
Isn't there anymore? Yeah.
So a one-time phenomenon. But you sort of spin around and just quickly take stock of the rest of the room. And
You're a stock boy now.
Yes, and
you pointed over towards that interesting bench seat that you were checking out earlier, thinking, well, if there's any place it's going to show up and be there. Nothing appears on the thermal cam. However, you do notice something move in the fireplace. Something furtive and dark.
Santa?
Krampus.
I'm going to point the camera at the fireplace, and while keeping an eye on that and the actual fireplace, I'm going to slowly walk towards it.
Nothing appears on the thermal cam, but you do see something vaguely serpent-like slither up into the chimney. And some soot rains down.
Right. So the thermal cam that we have isn't like a camcorder. Like I can't record with it.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
It's only a live feed.
Dang. Because I kind of want to see what's up there, but I'm not stupid enough to stick my head up there. I've seen enough horror movies to know what happens when I do that.
Well, why don't you go ahead and give me a luck roll?
Yeah. Do it.
Because that hasn't worked tonight so far. This time it did, though. I needed a 46 and I rolled a 41. That's a success.
So what?
Somebody put a ladder in this chimney.
Reach up there and grab it.
One of those aluminum extending ones.
Right. So you notice that some of the fireplace tools are still next to the fireplace, and one of them happens to be a little scoop, and it is metal, and maybe with a little bit of spit and shine, you could get a little bit of reflection.
Ooh. I'm gonna grab the shovel and polish it up as best as I can, and see if I can't see up the chimney.
So you carefully lean in with the shovel angled at just the right angle.
So nice of them to have chrome fireplace tools.
Exactly. It's not perfect. It's not it's not a mirrored surface, but it maybe gives you just enough of a vague, cloudy, along with your flashlight, let's say, view of what might be up there. So you're angled up there, and you can see that, oddly, the flue is closed.
Must have got his flu shot.
Oh.
Which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because you clearly saw something go up the chimney.
If you know what I mean.
And soot came
Santa?
down, but...
Curiouser and curiouser. I'm going to put the shovel back with the rest of the tools, and I'm going to head over to the bathroom where Ricky said she was going.
Cool. So you put the shovel back and turn around to go see where Ricky is, and you hear something. Sounds like a rustling sound right behind you.
Wrestling?
Just this susurrating wrestling sound. There's a pile driver right behind you.
Oh, shit! I'm going to take him to the top rope. I don't know anything about wrestling. Gabe, am I doing this right? What do I do, Gabe? I'm relying on you in this moment.
All right, so you want to suplex him.
Okay, I'm going to roll for suplex.
Oops, sorry. No, you failed. You only got a duplex.
Oh.
So you turn around and you hear this almost like a rushing sound coming at you from behind
Slapping the base.
in the direction of the fireplace. It just sounds like
You're gonna die.
Donate.
no.
I didn't think that would fail.
Do it.
I'm going to very slowly and very carefully, like one fluid motion, I'm going to take a step forward while spinning around just to put a little more space between myself and the fireplace.
Mm-hmm. And you turn around, spinning. We're children. No. And
Once a decade, Jeremy. Once a decade. Choose your moment.
It's too good to not.
and you see that the flue has somehow opened of its own accord, and spilling out of the chimney are the desiccated corpses, long dead, the husks of seagulls, hundreds of them.
Stevens, as far as the eye can see.
And we'll switch back to Jack and Danny,
Steven Seagal.
Jack and Annie.
standing in the staircase hall, looking at the box containing pudding.
In the mix.
So, Jack, where do you want to do this?
Honestly, here's as good a place as any.
In this staircase hall? Why? Have we seen any kind of supernatural phenomenon?
Phenomenon.
I mean, I don't know if you know much about ghost hunting, but usually you
don't.
want some place that's a little sequestered, a little private, a little
I put my
quiet.
hand on her shoulder.
Danny, where would you like to do this?
She's the expert, so she would know.
That's true. Well, I appreciate you deferring to me, Jack. Well,
Okay, we're going over here.
I say there's a spot right over here. Now, let's think about where we had some unusual activity downstairs. The billiard room had quite a lot, right?
That is true.
So why don't we go in that direction? Maybe it leaked up.
I have one other comment.
Yes.
The only place where I've actually seen something
Yes.
is that sitting area by the window.
The reception room. Yes.
Yep.
Well,
Which one do you want to try first?
there's a door right here that would lead above that. So which would you prefer?
I'm still not seeing your pings, but I think you said
I'm not
here.
pinging.
Okay.
Yeah. So this door actually would lead above.
Oh, this one here?
Yep. Reception
Okay.
room. And this one over here would be the billiard room towards that way anyways.
Got it. Perfect.
Okay.
Danny, honestly, it's up to you. You know this stuff better than me.
I do.
Follow your instincts.
No offense,
You can
but
do it.
no offense, but
Follow your nose.
I think you're right. Let's go to the one that was above the reception room. I didn't see what you saw, so I can only assume that you saw
me
what you saw. So let's
Stretch
do
it.
it. Let's go in
All right.
here. What do you say?
All right, let's go.
do it. Here we are. We're here.
I've disappeared.
All right. So I'll go ahead and reveal this for you. Bing
Now I'll have to look up and see how
bong.
this
Bing bong. Doing my polygon reveal. So much fun. This is why I don't usually do maps. All right, there you go. And this is chamber 7. For those of you keeping score. A sizable bedchamber of the upper staircase hall probably housed guests. 2 queen beds against the south wall sag woefully, coated in dust. A low, hollow whistle emanates from the flue in the fireplace against the west wall. 2 doors to the east lead that way, and 2 doors lead east. How's that? We'll say that. And I'm going to need Jack to roll D100, please.
That was awesome.
You just need to go to the doors that are that way.
Go that way, would you?
I rolled a 57. You
Gotcha.
know what that means?
Yeah, you have to go that way.
Exactly. All right, cool. So that's what you see, Jack. Danny's like, where should we do this, on the bed?
Well, that's where we could start.
But where will we finish?
The fireplace, duh.
No,
Yeah, good idea.
Finland. Oh, sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Finland,
Boating and
Finland.
camping. And
A country where I'd like to be.
Let's do it.
okay. So she sets up
What
the
do I do
doll.
first? 'Cause I have no idea what
Yeah.
process.
So
to get this
okay,
going.
so yeah, what we do is we basically just ask questions, and it will respond with its catchphrase,
Okay.
and it responds to anything that we can't hear. That's all. So even though it won't give us, exact, like the Ouija board gave us exact
Right.
responses, this is basically.
We'll know that something's here.
Yeah. Yep. And we can keep asking it questions until our luck runs out.
Oh, so no questions. Got it.
So so what would you like to ask it, Jack?
Let me think about this.
And essentially it's going to be kind of a yes or no situation, right? Because although you'll know whether or not, because you'll roll up. What's your luck currently?
15, baby.
Oh, this is not going to go well at all.
I'm hoping that Danny has some luck.
Yeah.
Instead of luck, it should be an F in front of that.
Fluck.
Fluck? What's fluck?
I'll show you later.
It's the
Oh,
flux.
okay. Oh.
Fluck
My
you.
question is going to be, can we have the girl?
Can we have the girls?
What does that even mean?
Doesn't matter what I ask.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
I needed a
Pudding.
15.
I like
rolled
pudding.
a 65.
All right. So the doll remains stoic. It's just looking at you with this blank expression.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember. Jack has met Lily Rose, right? Back on the island?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's becoming more and more creepy the more you stare at it. Like when they first whipped it out,
I like pudding.
Ew.
it didn't really look like Lily Rose. But the more it stares at you and you stare at it, particularly in the gloom of this one particular bedchamber, it is beginning to take on. You're starting to see the facial features almost overlaid upon the doll's face.
Oh, okay.
You're not sure if this is like a trick of the light or a trick of your imagination. It's just super creepy to you.
Does her glass eye break so we can't use her anymore?
And so you ask this question and your voice quavers.
It did too.
And you attribute that to your growing unease about this doll. You're starting to feel like maybe Roy was right. But this
Quavers.
this thing is something. Well, Roy's always right, so come on. So, and Danny can sense your hesitation and really, like, she looks at you with surprise that you are exhibiting this when you're supposed to be a seasoned Delta Green agent, and that in turn your unease rubs off on her a little bit. She feels a little warbly, and She mutters under her breath, well, that was an odd question. Let me try, Jack.
Please, I step back.
Do we have
Please?
anything to fear?
Fear itself. Thank you, President Theodore Roosevelt.
And the both of you are looking at the doll, waiting for any kind of sign. And you hear, I like pudding. But it's not coming from the doll. It's coming directly behind you. What was that?
I did not like that, and I don't.
It's coming from directly behind
Yes,
you.
the howling is coming directly from behind you.
Holy crap!
I think that's actually a good place to stop right there.
Oh!
Yeah, because everybody is in their little cliffhanger situation.
Oof.
So I like that. Let's stop right there,
Every now and then we
we'll
fall
do
apart.
our outro. Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft tapes. All right, have we uncovered any new theories on this? Thoughts, theories? Lots of shit happened.
Yeah. Well, my theory is that there is an evil entity keeping not just the girls here, but everybody who has been sacrificed or wandered their way in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting a little worried that we're going to be trapped here.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute, because you did find that additional scrap of paper that Eldridge said, like he'd woke up in the house. So you're not
Right.
quite sure what might have happened before then.
It doesn't look the same, and is he still alive? And yeah. It seems weird. There's a big gap in the notes. The paper.
Yeah, strange, very weird. Yeah. So thanks, Crossy. Appreciate that. Yeah, avalanche of seagulls. That's kind of like how I envisioned it and wrote it too. I was like, it's kind of funny because like these guys specifically have not encountered any kind of wildlife. Right. And I wanted to kind of give a little bit of a hint as to why that might be.
It was pretty wild.
So, yeah. So, any theories, Rocky, on the blanket situation?
I have a feeling whoever was in that room was probably either a victim or it might have been a family member. I still like the running. My running theory is still that they were gathering people and potentially sacrificing them for money or wealth or power or whatnot. And maybe somewhere along the way something went wrong, which is why they all disappeared. And then Eldridge Poe came back to the house, found out what was going on, and spent the rest of his time locked in there trying to either fix what they undid or just kind of put a Band-Aid on it to prevent it from happening again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you said when Eldridge came back from where?
That's a really great question.
Yeah.
But I mean, clearly he was out of the house because he talks about how he woke up back in the house.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he was trying to just get away from it, or maybe he was trying to find something to help him, and the house is like, nah, fuck that shit.
I heard the house say that.
And Gabe, anything new revealed from your stuff?
The dog is still freaking out, but my theory is that I'm going to lose all of my sanity and die.
That's I think that's a given, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah.
Eventually.
Any thoughts on your Ouija board experience?
I didn't like it. It was not like they do when the kids do it.
Not back in the Milton Bradley days.
Yeah. No.
All right. Cool. Aroo. So let's move along to our outro, and we'll get the heck out of here. Now it's time for some hashtag recommendos, where we share some of our geeky obsessions. Please roll D100. Highest goes first.
Yeah. I got 2.
All right. Looks like it's going to be me, Matt, Gabe, and then Brian. So I will start us off today. I am going to recommend a movie called WNUF Halloween Special. It takes place in 1987, but it was actually filmed in 2013. So it's one of those movies that adopts the framework of the time that it's supposed to be set in. It's directed by Chris LaMartina. There's no stars to speak of because these appear to be just like theater actors or local actors. It is about a live newscaster broadcast who ventures into the infamous Weber House on Halloween night in 1987, where many years ago, a young man murdered his parents, chopping off their heads with an axe. He brings with him a husband, wife, and pussycat team of spiritualists. The cat is actually part of the team and is a plot point, as well as a Catholic priest, because, you know, you got to have a Catholic priest if you're going to do a haunted house. I know you guys wouldn't know that, but
Yeah, we'd have to go get one.
you have to go get one, rent one. Well, things go off the rails pretty quickly. The plot's not important, though, because it's the framework that this is a live TV broadcast that was taped to VHS. So that's how you're viewing it. It is quite clearly a VHS tape that someone was like, oh, here's this cool Halloween special, and they taped it. And you get to watch it as if they're replaying it. And that's kind of cool because we are the passive viewers, and they control the remote. So the fake commercials that dot or intersperse the fake newscasts are like completely authentically recreated from 1987. So they're completely like baloney, like what we do here. But it's like, you know, come on down to our carpet store. You know, it's like they really like go all the way. But it kind of gets to the point of almost tedium because they actually repeat some of the commercials as if it were a local broadcast, because you do see the same commercial over and over again. Yeah. But the cool thing is, just when you're like, oh, this is getting a little old, the person controlling the VHS tape actually fast forwards through some of those.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's as if you're watching this thing, and then you're starting to wonder, like, who the hell is holding the remote here? So just like when you feel the itch to hit the fast forward button, he does it for you, or she does it for you. This unseen entity, whoever's controlling it. So this is a good successor to the movie Ghost Watch, which has a similar found broadcast conceit. It's very hard to find. And I think they'd make a great double bill. These two, like on a Halloween night, would be perfect because they both take place on Halloween night and both are live broadcast. WNUF Halloween Special commits so fully to the concept that it has no opening credits and no title sequence and no stars, no nothing. When it ends, it simply just ends, as if someone had hit the eject stop button on a VHS player. So it is pretty cool. It's a nice concept, and for the most part, it's kind of creepy, scary, but you know, a little glitchy too. So a little kitschy. So that is WNUF Halloween Special from 2013, which supposedly takes place in 1987. So that's my recommendo. I think we have, is it Matt up next?
Yeah.
Hit it, baby.
So we all know that what we need right now is just a good time with friends, and, you know, just some fun stuff to kick back and relax with. Which is why I'm recommending a game called Golf with Your Friends. It is a mini golf game for, actually it's out everywhere right now. If you have a PC, if you have an Xbox, if you have a PlayStation, you should get your hands on this. We play a lot of this. Brian can attest to that if he were here. But it's what it is on the box. It's a mini golf game. It has a bunch of different themed courses. There's from one that's just the basic, like from a basic wooded forest to a volcano. There's a space station. There's one that's deep underwater. And it's just a lot of fun. There's a lot of customization options, so you can change the shape of your ball to a hockey puck or an egg. Ouch. You can change how gravity works. You can play the game as a game of hockey instead of a game of golf, where instead of holes, there's a net at the back, and you have to get past a goalie. There's just so much to this, and it's just infinitely entertaining for us and our friend group, and we just keep going back to it.
And what was the name of it again?
Golf with
It's called
oh.
Golf with Your Friends, and it's $15.
Nice.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Can you buy friends for $15?
You
Yes.
can, but not the kind you want. They don't have teeth, and you got to go under a bridge.
All right, nice. We'll check that out. Sounds like a lot of fun. Next up, it looks like we have Gabe.
You know, the dog wasn't barking while you guys did yours, and now it's going
You
again.
want me to go first?
It's not going to help.
Okay.
This is not my dog, and it does not listen to me. So I'll go ahead and I'll date this episode. My recommendation is Halloween Havoc from NXT from 2020. It's the first Halloween Havoc that NXT has done. It was on last Wednesday as of recording this, and it was fantastic. It was everything that you want in wrestling. It was equal parts great matches, equal parts goofy fun. It was a true Halloween Havoc pay-per-view because they didn't take itself too seriously. You had wrestlers dressing up as other wrestlers.
Oh, that's funny.
To me, the piece de resistance halfway through, they had a match that was basically a B-horror short film, the Haunted House match, in which we got the greatest call in wrestling history. That zombie is Dexter Loomis's sister! Everything about this match was great. The host was great. Or about the show was great. The host was great. The Wheel of Punishment was great.
Nice.
Everything about it was just a lot of fun. It just goes to show that NXT really is the best wrestling in the world. And I generally don't do recommendos like this where I just gush over this specific show, but it was that good that I feel the need to recommend it. So that's NXT Halloween Havoc 2020.
Nice.
Very cool. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, Brian, why don't you wrap us up? Brr.
Okay, I'm going to. This is something I purchased from a website, so I'm going to describe what I purchased, and then
I don't want to hear an
where I got
in-depth
it.
description of your dildo.
No, it's a double.
It says on goop.com.
Yeah. I got a T-shirt, and this is what's on the shirt: Ghost Facers, paranormal investigators. From the ashes of hellhoundslair.com comes the most real reality show. If anybody in the Discord can tell me what that's from, I'll say hi to you. I was looking for local stores that needed support in my area, in the Detroit metro area, Detroit area. And I came across Pop-Up Tee. It's a family-owned T-shirt shop that specializes in geek and pop culture T-shirts. So far, I've ordered 2. I ordered one as a test. It was the Obey shirt with it had the whole. It's like the title screen of the movie.
They Live.
And it was great quality and really soft. And before I did any other ordering or anything, I washed it and made sure it wouldn't shrink and everything. So it's really good quality. And then I came across this Ghost Facers, and I just had to get it. So if anybody else is a fan like me, definitely check them out. It's a Pop-Up Tee. It's a family-owned business. Mom, pop, and daughter actually run it, and the daughter does all of the web-based purchasing. So she's basically what Jeremy does, all the e-commerce and stuff. So are you her, Jeremy? Really great customer service. Very personal. Like you can give your phone number can be part of it, and you can get specialty coupons and stuff like that. So far, they've given me 27% off of anything in their store. And one of the text messages I got, and I just for fun, I replied and said thank you, and she replied and said you're welcome. Have a great weekend. Cool. So it's actually a person from their store, and I think it's the person that's the daughter. So check them out. It's popuptee.com. They've got tons of cool Christmas stuff right now for geeky Christmas, like sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff like that. So check them out.
Nice. Cool. Will do. Thank you, Brian. And that's it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
Seagulls? At the Real Weird Kid.
Oh,
is he frozen?
Froze?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah, there it goes.
Ooh, your turn, Gabe.
You're good.
Quick.
Oh, you're
Uh-oh.
muted.
You're muted,
we
Gabe.
can't hear.
And if anybody knows how to soundproof a ceiling, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
And you guys can find me at Brian Podcast and send me some of that great stuff so I can help Gabe soundproof his room.
Until next time, roll for Jonathan Livingston Seagull.
Steven's brother.
All right, that's it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And we will
Night.
see you soon. Goodbye.
Morning. Good morning.
Be
Good
right
evening.
back.